Is podcasting going to be video first? Is that the future of podcasting? So, what's the truth? Let's zoom out for a second. As of 2025, podcasting is projected to be a $23.5 billion global industry by 2028. That's a study that was done by Statista, and it's pretty shocking. There's over 5 million podcasts available with over 70 million episodes for you to download. According to Edison Research in 2024, in the US alone, over 60% of people listen to podcasts monthly, and that number's climbing. So, no, podcasts are not dying. They're actually growing and evolving. So, when I was at the Podcast Show London 2025, which is a major conference with over 6,000 people attending, there were two clear camps. The first camp is audio first advocates. These folks believe podcasting is meant to be audio. They feel that audio podcasts are personal, they're immersive. It's about voice, it's about nuance, and slowing down. The other camp is video first champions. They believe that video first podcasts are the future. They see that podcasts as video are great for discoverability, for marketing, for growth, for people that like watching video. And they're not wrong either. You know, YouTube is now the number one platform for podcast discoverability in several major markets. So here's my take. And more importantly, what we do and why. Well, we actually create two versions of every episode of the podcast. A lot of people don't know this, but our audio podcast is edited differently. The content is the same, the value is the same, but we edit the audio podcast to cater for the audio experience. We edit for flow, for pacing, for clarity. It's designed to be a great listening experience. Now, we do create a video version of our podcast and we upload it to YouTube. And that caters for visual viewers. And it's easier, honestly, to share, like on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. Taking video clips and sharing our podcast allows us to grow our podcast. But the biggest takeaway I want to give you is that audio and video serve different purposes and different people. The interesting thing is I'm finding out through the conference and the talks and the experts that spoke are the fact that the people that listen to podcasts are actually different. It's a different audience than people that watch podcasts or watch videos on YouTube. Audio is for deep learning, for connection, for long form storytelling. It lets people slow down and think. Now, I love that about audio. I love the fact that it allows you to think and contemplate and let the information absorb because you're not being overstimulated by video. Now, that's not, poo-pooing video, but I'm just sharing what I love about audio. I don't want to lose it. I don't think we'll ever lose it because I love that about audio. And as James Cridland says, who is the founder of Pod News and a leader in podcasting, podcasts are something that you listen to when your eyes are busy. Now, video, on the other hand, serves a different purpose. Video is fully immersive. You are being bombarded with audio, with visuals, with all kinds of things that are keeping your attention, keeping you engaged. Video is a great tool as a marketing arm. You could take your video podcast and you can clip it, you can share it, and make it something that the algorithm is going to help you bolster and share with other people. It builds awareness, really. And that awareness leads people back to the podcast or to your YouTube channel. And that's really where the relationship begins when they come to your core content. The key is to respect both mediums. If you're going to do both, and I think you should do both, then don't just throw the audio file over a static image on YouTube and call it a video podcast. Don't do the opposite either. Don't rip the audio from a video that's highly produced and call it an audio podcast. Each format deserves its own attention. Video needs energy, visual rhythm, better pacing. Audio needs editing that allows for pauses, for clarity, for some breathing room. We've learned to edit differently for each version of the $100 MBA show because it makes a difference. Because your YouTube audience, they're watching, right? And your audio audience, they're immersed in the audio. So why does this matter for you? If you're just starting out or you're already running a podcast, here's my advice. Commit to audio first, right? For depth and consistency. This is where real listeners form trust. I'm telling you, people are a lot more loyal via audio. And trust drives conversion, whether it's for products or programs or relationships. Then start adding video, right? Start podcasting with video and you can use it for growth, right? Use it to reach people who never will find you on Apple or Spotify. They're video first people. They're people that love video, whether they live on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, wherever it might be. That leads me to making sure you repurpose your video and you do it intelligently by clipping your best moments and making them into shorts or reels or TikToks. This is how people get curious. They're like, hey, where can I learn more? Where can I consume this whole episode? So, is the future of podcasting video? Yes. And also audio. They're not fighting each other, they're feeding each other. In a lot of ways, video is a bridge to audio. And let's not forget, video can stand on its own as well. Some people just like video and they're not interested in audio. So give it to those who like video. In my opinion, if you embrace both strategically, you'll grow faster. You'll build deeper connections and future proof your podcast for years to come. Well, there you have it. I just saved you a flight to London, a ticket to Podcast Show London, now that it's done and dusted. But I wanted to share with you what I learned along the way. I do encourage you, though, if you're into podcasting, you're thinking about starting a podcast, you want to get into the podcast industry, to check out the Podcast Show London. It's a great conference. If you want to continue to grow with me at a deeper level, you want to join my 3 Things newsletter. It's my way to coach you from afar. Every week, I give you something to think about, something to do, and something to learn. This allows you to know that you are growing every single week. And all you got to do is go to 100mba.net, sign up for any of our freebies, any of our guides, and you get added to our newsletter automatically. It's absolutely free. I'll see you there. Until next time, I'll check you in the next episode. Take care.